Ah, okay. Alright, mic is working. Okay. Fooling around a bit this morning. Trying to get a few things working like email and stuff like that. So, not quite sure if it's uploaded properly, but we'll give it a bit of a go. Now, Stream Elements is working. There you go. Bot running. Nice. Promising. Right. Okay, so where we finished last time was pretty much the end of the end story. But now I'm looking on from doing the 6.1 content. They're going to release the 6.2 content soon, so that'll be even more story. When I'm done with 6.1, I'll come back and do 6.2 stuff afterwards. I'll stream it all, but I'm also then going to move on to the other character that I've got on the Oceanic server. So that's sitting back in the Heavensward. It's just before Heavensward, so it's quite early on in the game. But with that character, I can do a lot more because I'm going to use that character to a lot of extra content, like dungeons and some of the deep dungeons and stuff like that on the local servers. And this one's just going to be for staying up to date with the story for now. So, alright, so gonna get into it. So let's here, put me an Australian. Try and find out where we go. Back to the Redmonds. I don't know how long I'll be a stream for this morning. It's gonna be just maybe for an hour and a half, possibly, maybe 2 hours. We'll see what happens. So pretty much activated Stream Elements as it is, so it's doing the work for me, telling me that I'm live. I'm not quite sure what all the default stuff is, so we'll kind of get a few surprises. I did change the follower GIF there as well, so hopefully, you know, we might get to see. I've tried testing that out personally while I've been live. Where are we going? Must have. Pretty sure I've got everything. Right, Newfound adventure. Kataru is putting on pot of tea and looks like. Okay. If you're not up in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you? Oh. Yeah, I would. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. So much quieter these days without everyone around. How about? Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. Sources, and I know each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Well, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. About you, any plans for the immediate future? Brand new adventure. Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough. Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you. Well, bravely and selflessly helping those in need and saving far from threats. Indeed, you've been hailed as a champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Fit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder. Who knows what mysteries covered? Spirit, I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly. All you need is destiny. Having trouble deciding? Just leave it to me. Avnir, that's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Razadan the last time you were there, what with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth, and I'm sure Vitra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration, so if you have a mind to sail the sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have. Have you been to the ruins underneath the waters of the bounty? Bear of Azam's Creek. You may consider your duty at least to see that much. Oh, planting the seeds. I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. Anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but that's still a work in progress. Take much longer now though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea. Make sure it has pockets, eh? Definitely. Need more pockets. Stitching here, trimming there, knot the threads with love and care. Little more to go, I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I am. I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my wind. Right, don't worry, I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear, adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they came across. Very true. Mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath. assignment. Wake. I do get carried away with I'm awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream, or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Hey, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. You accompany me to the diamond forge. We can put on the finishing touches on your outfit, shall we? There we go. Time for an adventure. Right, speak with Tataru at the Diamond Forge. Also, it's complete. Right. Go to the forge. So, is it up top or is it down below? Here? Yep, here we go. Observe as the artiste refines her for master. And no napping this time, I only need a moment to rest. More room in the shoulders, open up the cuffs, final adjustment to the hem. Oh, it looks on the mannequin. Ink, doesn't it just scream ready for bold new adventure? It does. Like, level 1 gear. Glad you approve. Outdone yourself, Tartaru. Alright, let's go. Let's see if she's gonna... All this paint. You really want to thank me though, all I ask is that you wear this on your trip. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They'll look at you, the famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical? You know what? New customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Haru's boutique. Hear it now, the merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffee. Sweet music to my ears. Got some gear. Good. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all of your experiences and inputs without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. Collection expanded. Final days. Person. Unending Codex is now available in the collection duty section of entries added as you progress through main quest. Okay. Should have been there for I've added collection, blah blah blah. Cool. Alright, Bountiful Ruins. Wataru has some advice to share with you. As the former receptor, sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Skills, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip in the best places to pick up information in tavern markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnia, I suggest you explore your options at Murade's Behain, the finest drink system at Rosatan. The employees, they'll not only point you in the direction of local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now I must really be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Kyo, and may fair fortune find you. So this seems like something that should actually be, like if they had people start a window expansion, right? They should really just like have those kind of things first request to start people off again. If people were to start fresh and could start from that point. What a sense. Okay, so go to Razatan. Ruins. Okay. Time for some adventure. The locals. Welcome. rides, man. Did not recognize you. Here alone. Let me find you a table. Eat the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you about it. There he is. Professor Jarlene. I thought I saw him come in. Though the somewhat private sort, the Professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you see, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy from him is on the house, by the way. If Maraid found out I took coin from Thavna's savior, he would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Alright, cannot be skipped. What may I do for you, friend? Friendly chat, how about a drink? Oh, certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Ah, Raid's finest. Enjoy. Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Up in a single pull. Very kind of you, sir, but now I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? Chasing down that old tale, are you? Well, it seems to appeal to the adventurer's heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Al-Zadal? He was Khan at the Uri tribe, which sailed to Thavnia from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Razadan. The decision to aid Arkasodora ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing their predecessors to lay the foundation for a thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Azadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap at Razatan's days. Some attest that this man travelled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with certain worm in the first brood. Then there is a tale of a sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadan III claimed that a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching with the clear bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, locked all his worldly wealth within. Centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Razadan, folk would remember the tale hidden in dream. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious if ever made it home. More. Apologies, I have a slight tickle in my cup. Round for the professor, that wasn't enough. Go. We've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Professor. Oh, today was a splendid day to visit. Colleen gulps his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Ah, yes. Those who did return from the Seeking Treasure Vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend. The gold lure grew stronger than ever before. It reminds me of something as Dharma was saying. Dharma, a fellow connoisseur of spirituous. Yes. Okay, he was saying that one of his acquaintances, went after the treasure himself, hasn't been seen since I hear, but he did have. I can't say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage his clearly a fool? My words sent you to your death. I could never live with my stranger to peril. So, perhaps, it's your turn to tell a tale. What manner of dangers have you faced? Well, my friend. Yeah, wow. Very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. Drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. More of the same, if you please. Wish. One is on your coin, Professor. Another cup dry. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Ozma's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the end treasures of the vault. Seems he could only get it from some showman. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my best friend. More drinks. Going. Your drinks, sir, are marvelous and powerful. Throws back another cup. Weren't talking about Azama. You want to know where Azama is? Around this time, he's ordinarily often at the place. You've learned some useful information regarding the undersea vault. If Jarlene was more coherent, however, he may have had more detail. Here we go. Same patient. Wonder. Want to go up this way. Or is it downstairs? Yeah, either way. No, him out. Okay. Not that way. Here we go. Where is he? He'll come past me. No, I probably need to go. How puzzling. Little giant circle. There. Alright, what do we got here? Enough fooling around. Okay, cool. So it's actually in the general area. So I was looking at the map and it was telling me to go to a certain spot, but they wanted me. Exactly. It's right there. I am. Who might you be? All true. I'm afraid. All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out to search at Zedal's legacy and all, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Azadal's III's otherworldly hoard, and ambition would not be denied. He had in you too, an appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your own, from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you that my friend has told me he has convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him a rough location. It seems this merchant, one Lachal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, so my friend's purse was too light for the exorbitant price. With that meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in Bounty. And within those ruins lies the path to the vault deep below. Truly intended seeking Izadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Please, Zashal. Please, you must let me have the trip. My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you bear us no kindness? You hope to find your fortune, and what you expect me to surrender my wares for your offer in payment. Thought come back when you've got more rags. Ain't no more treasure map. Guide to the vaults of FFXIV, one of the great satraps of Razadan, and the direct descendant of no wager. This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of power. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but if you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. Priceless artifact. Discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days and lovingly restored by yours truly. Lies. This map is the key to the fabulous riches, and I would be the king of fools to simply give it away. Glad I'm no king boy. Boy. For scrawny I would never the treasure. Wait, why must you tempt me with the wealth I'm powerless to claim? Shall I envy the one who purchases that pressure? Whatever they pay will be but a pittance against the golden hoard they stand over. The fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Azara's lost fortune. The strength to seize that treasure my starving sister would never want. With this, will this cover the price? Go. Looks like it did. He was happy with that. Well, well. At my dressed for adventure. Avenue of all places, knowing you, suspect there is more than your plan than seeing, sightseeing and shopping. Beneath the bounty, curious, and here have acquired a map to just such a site. Well, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you're me, you needn't mind us. I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. I pray, sisters, we're looking on. This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure. For a treasure. Yes, you misunderstood. Take the truth, not for myself. Such a fortune truly exists, then I could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. Do for Thavnir what you and Alpha Note did for the Alamegan when you recovered the Mad King. Yep. Come now. You know Alpha Note needs some encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of his shared experience. Precious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the murder. His role was to draw the attention of the crowd and to add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Parent act for the most part, but 'twas not all mummery. The need to provide his sister rang true enough. Some portion of the profits ended up at the waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not. Ah, Camille. Yes. Care about the money? I just want the fame. Let's go. Let's see about securing a vessel. Here we go. He's gonna stow away for sure. Inian, what have you got for me? You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Vision. Well, he finally invited me to a feast. He made his proposal once. I was too full of panic flights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host. That is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open. Maxia is a fisherman by trade, yes. We should head to Akali, see if he can help us. Go. So, in the next area. A bit far away and do a little bit. Okay. I don't know what areas that I managed to... I think I managed to get at least one area flying, but... Still one more. Yeah. Are there any... Aether a couple about. That we won't worry about it. Aether card. Probably quest to get. So it looks like there's a few quests up here. What are these things they get? They're probably all level. Friends, what brings you to how humble village? Seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad to favor. Wait here, I'll have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time. Noticed our little shadow. He's been following us since we left the city. Over there, boy. I'll show yourself. You know how far out of the way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? That's why we did extra steps. I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnia? You are, I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. My job to play pleading orphan, convince a crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done. I beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have, well, we'd be. Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. Fortunate purchases, as it turned. And my friend here was seeking those very ruins. To overlook the wrong I have done you. But there is more you need to know. That we brought is very real, and as the island shows, I overheard Zashal selling information to him. He told that man where he needed to search about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. Do not go alone to that place. Have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. Do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Could have my comrades, my treasure, now you've made him cry. Now you've gone and made him cry. Look at you, that's what you've done. Did not, and it was not my intention. Oh, very well. Assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Exactly. Any ideas on whom to approach? The skins are scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Alright, let's have a look. Let's get Grahatia and Trial. Okay. Trial may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Gra, he might surely lead to the invitation. That will set your mind at ease. Yes, if that man is as strong as you, is he though? Strong, I mean. Your name, boy. Murad. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to. I'm proud of what I do. But what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Boy, I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up here some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city's gate. Thank you, sir. Inian. The road. Tinian is ready to escort Moran to sea. Leave you to recruit Gaha. He'll appreciate the invitation as much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point in the direction. Be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. Right. Time to find our little friend. A little buddy cop. Alright, friends for the road. Where are we? Where are you? Hey. Right there somewhere. Look who it is. Welcome back, Kyo. What might the students do for you? Oh, yeah, it's in the main hall with Mr. Crow. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Oh. The kind as to. Hello, mate. This is a surprise. You'd sent word ahead. Thought I was having visions for a moment there. Right. What are you two working on? Ryan and I have been compiling old records of the Students' Act. Located several accounts of the archives of Lumion and added them to the collection we've recovered from the Isle of Arles. Judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. What brings you to the annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around. Balthazar Zadolf the Third. Companions should join you on this. Dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another. On the subject of which I'd hope to ask for your assistance. Again, it's not so urgent, I can't wait for you. Go, Rahal. I stay here in my mission. Well, I hate to leave you short-handed. Go on, just try to be back before too many moons happen. Guess we're off to another adventure already. What you wanted? Have you asked anyone else to come along? Yes, we invite you. Union's disbanded. She spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together the method to traverse the rift. It seemed, however, that whatever wisdom she thought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlene the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her second union. In what you've told us of Azadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe Yashola would be more than interested in that thing. Splendid. Then let us ahead of the archives at once. Before you go, I have another potential member to volunteer. If you've room to spare, Urian Jet. And the students are requests for materials you see. Treaties on the architects of treasure vaulting. I can gather the Laparts are make improvement in creation and wish to learn more about how we build things here. And why not take Uringer with you? Let him study Azadal's legacy in first hand. None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. Expedition. There's no objections. I say we extend Uringer. Spoken solo. If travels, you two, but don't forget, you'll like your help with that other matter I mentioned. Yes, off to the library. Looks like it's still in this area. So. Go. Tony Stoller to doze off in the middle of research. Close my eyes for one moment. How long? I'll wake you. Nor did I want to fall asleep. Must have been studying for 3 days straight before exhaustion finally got. Searching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Looking for hints, at least I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away from some dark corner of the library. Skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial any similar feat past. Travel between worlds is this. Sure, we will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a 9 possible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself.
Be so hard on yourself.
The leap I made at
I made a leap to the
Crystal
Crystal
Tower
Tower.
in an afternoon.
The leap I made with the Crystal Tower
Collective
not
effort
achieved in an
is
afternoon.
invaluable.
It was the culmination of collective effort, spanning generations. Be discouraged, I assure you it's quite the opposite. Daunting challenge from the time to sink my teeth into, feel at it like a fresh-faced student again. The element. There was something else you wished to ask of me? Thal is no minor figure in the. Much is known about his family. First I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. Tales are true, then he may have left behind some how it was a. Delve into the worlds of the lingering as if I could refuse. Embark on this expedition. Akiali by ship, but before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Uringer as well. He was in Demazian, last we heard. Then, by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way. So, let's. Warrior. After I've been made aware of you coming, please. Mantle of Laura, fame set aside in the pursuit of adventure. Old new expedition is in the offing. Be returning your one. Not busy, I trust. Our plan, Thancred and I embarked on a pilgrimage of sorts, an eye for gouging the state of those lands past. Interrupted, however, by a request from the aid of our befriend. You may recall the Leparates have had seeking new purpose for the moon, another role which might serve to benefit mankind. Forum has been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I returned to offer my own counsel. Do with the treasure vault exactly. Learn my predicament, Mistress Kryl. Know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Leparates now stand convinced that the adventurers delight in treasure. Newly built wonderland of riches and history, they do hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to them. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found. Powerless to refuse them in approach. You, my friends, why are you Mythos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most be honored to accept thine invitation. I wonder, since our last actions were not impelled by fate. Though I cherish your skill and accomplishment, it is pleasant not to have the weight of the world upon it. Finian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps and perils await the unwary feet, it may be wise to refrain from it. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation. Be on our way? But no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard. Will I trust? Trip, I'm afraid I hope to catch up with a former mentor while you parlayed. But it seemed like our paths were not to cross. Your astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. Well, it doesn't hurt that he's making strides in his light-hearted band. So we made our way around Isambard. I saw much of it was in various stages of chaos. An amount of order to be expected. The final days are over and people are no longer have finding them together. The thing with these fledgling bubbles, you need to keep an eye out for when they mature into full-grown heading. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to gather? What is the bounty you say? You've already stolen away my traveling partner with unexplored rule all equal. Not for mine own indulgence, but rather fulfillment of my commitment to the laboratories. Of course, you have Estinian rounding out your group. You likely have all the members. Now, I could put in a good word for you if you like. We have been released from our obligations. We'll never be free of that motive. Seriousness. It is best I sit this one out. Too many former Scions consorting with other might cause and turn court. And my usual reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. And scout out the situation at the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelation. Again. Shall we hasten? The Estinian will wonder what happened. I'll finish up this quest and leave it. But it's a short stream today, so just getting a feel for the old new adventure air week. So there may not be another stream for sometime next week. Might even be able to pick it up with a comment, whether or not it's this or another game. Yeah. But there'll definitely at least be a stream for this. Always in for something. I'll pray to Surandu for your safe return. May the well blessings. Alrighty, here we go. They'll send you to recruit Grahan. I hope his boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we're grateful for the use of one of your precious vehicles. We are more than glad for the chief. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs. There's shallows there. I will keep an eye out. Visit Owl's Legacy. Health the third, I confess, is somewhat embarrassing journey. To another world escaped my notice. Being more than simple folklore. Treasure is supposed to go back. This unassuming vault may hold relics from other rituals. My friends, we should temper our expectations of wealth and promise. Beyond that, I know not what we will find. Not until we find it, eh? Let us dispense with conjecture and set sail for the vault. Quest accepted. And the legacy. I knew there was a that activated. Alrighty. Cool. Right, well this is where I sign off for the day, so it's a nice short yeah, so well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll continue the Newfound adventure next see you next time. Watching.